The Suzuki B-King has always been one of those bikes that grabs attention the moment it shows up. Massive power, serious attitude, and a street fighter look that makes people instantly pick a side. You either love it or you don't. But no matter what, you can't ignore it. Under that aggressive bodywork sits a 1340cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine, the same powerhouse found in the second-generation Hayabusa, just slightly detuned. Even then, it pushes out around 181 horsepower and 146 Nm of torque, which is more than enough to remind you this machine was built for raw performance. Twist the throttle and the B-King delivers power in a way that feels effortless. The low-end torque hits early, and the bike surges forward like it weighs nothing, even though it's actually on the heavier side. The dry weight sits around 235 kilos, and wet it comes in at about 262. But once the bike is moving, the weight seems to disappear. The aluminum twin-spar frame keeps things stiff and planted, and the fully adjustable inverted forks and rear monoshock help the bike stay composed even when you push it hard. What surprises most riders is how well it handles for such a big machine. It's far more agile than it looks, and thanks to the upright riding position, it's way more comfortable than the Hayabusa it shares its DNA with. You sit relaxed, the bars are wide and easy to control, and even the wind protection is better than you'd expect from a naked bike. Reviewers often pointed out that somehow, Suzuki managed to give it a subtle bubble of wind protection that actually works at higher speeds. And speaking of speed, the B-King can hit around 158 miles per hour, which is insane for a bike without a full fairing. The braking setup matches the performance dual 310mm front discs with radial 4-piston calipers and a 260mm rear disc. Some models even came with ABS, making the bike more confidence-inspiring for daily use. Fuel capacity sits at 16.5 liters, which is decent for both spirited rides and longer trips. Suzuki didn't ignore the tech either. You get dual power modes. A mode unleashes full power, while B mode tones it down for smoother riding or tricky conditions. The display is a mix of analog and digital, with an old-school tachometer paired with an LCD screen that gives you all the essential info without clutter. The styling was always one of the most talked about things on this bike. It has this bold, muscular stance with a fat rear tire, wide shoulders, and a front end that looks ready to inhale the road. Some people absolutely love the aggressive street fighter vibe. Others think it's too much. But that's the point. The B-King was never designed to blend in. Production ran from 2007 to 2012, and today it's still a popular choice on the used market. It's known for being reliable, powerful, and surprisingly comfortable, so it attracts riders who want superbike performance without the cramped sport bike ergonomics. Prices obviously depend on mileage and condition, but in the UK most models fall somewhere around the mid-6,000 to mid-9,000 range. In the US, you'll generally see listings around the low $8,000 mark. Overall, most used B-Kings stay within a pretty consistent price bracket because demand for clean models remains strong. And here's the exciting part. Suzuki has officially brought the B-King name back for the 2025 model year. This new generation model keeps the spirit of the original but adds modern updates riders expect today. Features like the Suzuki clutch assist system for smoother launches and lighter lever feel, and a bi-directional quickshifter that lets you shift up or down without touching the clutch. Riders are already hyped to see how Suzuki blends the legendary B-King personality with modern tech and performance. In the end, the B-King is one of those bikes that delivers a unique riding experience. It's powerful, muscular, surprisingly comfortable, and built around one of the most iconic engines in motorcycling. It might not be for everyone, but for riders who want brute strength, bold styling, and a bike that stands out everywhere it goes, the B-King has always been in a class of its own. With the 2025 revival, it looks like Suzuki is ready to bring that attitude back to the streets once again.